Veno and Curve have dominated NA FNCS Major 1 with the biggest comeback I've ever seen, being in 10th on day 1 with some stinky games to multiple nearly double-digit kill wins. It's like Neymar and Barcelona coming back 6-1, 1% chance and 99% faith as he backed himself on day 1. He definitely had his eyes on the prize for the 4 times, and this time he's doing it with Curve, a 16-year-old controller player part of the next generation. It was a big risk, but it ended up paying off. Game 7 endgame, we got Clicks and Higgs taking high early as they use the gloves to rotate across and save mats. Veno finds visuals as a solo, spraying until he dies and picks up that mythic Iron Pump. Higgs is forced to drop height because Clicks dies, leaving Iron Enough thinking he's safely uncontested, but watch over here. Veno and Curve tactically go far back into the storm, use a med bomb and then boost Impulse straight up to height to easily take out Soul. They had no clue he was coming. Curve and Veno just chill on height and he sees someone flying. No problem, that drone is getting taken out. They get a huge mats refresh from that as they easily spray down for knocks until Veno spots Muzz sitting on low ground. He drops down to try and find him as Sphinx goes above and he gets the nastiest one pump jump shot on him. That shot was so smooth, he just jumped up and dunked on him like that to get the game 1 9-kill win. They jump up from 10th to 5th and it's on to game 8. Next game they find a quick kill with the pistol and rotate late from the back of zone with a shockwave, waiting in mid ground until they once again go into Storm, Medbomb and Impulse to regain high ground. He finds another quick pistol kill and Veno is just jumping around for fun, one pumping people in the back. Curve finds another bird in the sky and you know that controller is not missing from there. Veno looks up to height but makes a big mistake as Seek hits him hard from below. Curve joins and heals him for a 2v1v1 as Tyler tries to go behind and replicate that jump shot, but he's just not that guy as he boxes up and gets sprayed on. He kills the solo Seek and gets insane mats and impulses straight up with a massive 140 mythic chaos shot and the follow up to down Curve.
Hey, hold on. Reload the team!
That is an insane hitbox to actually connect. I fully thought Curve blocked off the angle. He gets a siphon and Veno is on low ground with no mats, desperately trying to spray, but Tyler just cranks on him, getting a good shot but misses the next. Veno gets some crazy pistol shots to put him on 3 HP, but Tyler manages to clutch up and not bottle it. Game 9, we got some early game action as they end up finding prey and slowly trying to lurk up, until he accidentally places a wall and nearly messes up the whole thing, but somehow G-Money didn't hear it. Magma is just out here editing the tower freely like it's a Minecraft house, and he even drops all the way down, giving Veno the signal to pump G-Money. He goes to Magma, pre-boxing him up and hits a max chaos shot to down him. Curve just puts up the pressure and it's an easy spray to get 2 free kills already. As speaking about free kills, it doesn't end there. There's a literal human care package dropping out of the sky, landing near paper as Veno deletes him out of the sky. After this, it's endgame as they're already on 8 kills with stacked loot and Curve goes for extreme height, trying to spray down people. But where did Veno go?
Flashback.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Well, Veno was actually on height with him, trying to hipfire builds until he hits the tiniest hitbox of Curve's head to fall all the way down. He somehow got lucky enough to find water, but he's surrounded by multiple duos and gets destroyed. Curve is now solo trying to keep height, but there are vultures lurking by. Peterbot finds out Veno dies and he's a solo, making the ultimate play to medbomb Impulse all the way up and claim the high ground for themselves. Curve and Veno died to their own trick because the OG warriors came out to play and showing them how it's done. They keep spraying until it's the final solo, and my guy starts dancing accepting his defeat. Respect to him, he knows when it's over unlike certain players and gives Peterbot the massive 10-kill win, and with that they go straight up to first place, 6 points ahead of Veno, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm already starting to see the script come through. Peterbot and Poyo to come through late and win the whole game with only 3 games remaining. Real quick, if you're enjoying the video, then please click subscribe and the like button. It really helped me out to make more of these. Game 10, we have once again got Veno and Curve with stacked loot, and they love running the pistol as it shreds builds and does high damage, getting 2 kills on unsuspecting players. We get to endgame and they notice Poyo at the back, late impulsing and gets a crazy beam to knock him out before he reaches Peterbot. And this is such an important kill because Peterbot, the direct competition, is now nerfed and has to play solo. But of course, you can never rule him out, especially if you've seen his past solo clutches. Peterbot still has very good loot with 10 splashes and impulses for height anyway, knocking out Zen, leaving Bucky. Bucky somehow engrands and actually gets a hit off, but quickly comes back to his senses and drops down. Pete now thinks he's got free height and can keep this as a solo, but his arch nemesis clicks, misses 0 FNCS, shockwaves up and kills him from the back. The situation has come to a full circle. They keep height for a while, but we all know what happens next in the story, right? They run out of mats and are forced to drop down, as Curve spots Clicks in the back, nearly downing him, but Clicks trades back, getting Curve low enough to die. Clicks with 0 mats just sits there, accepting his fate, as Veno is right there healing and avenges Curve. Veno is now on his solo mission, getting surprise attack to 7 HP, but that wasn't enough as he kills Taki in the corner. He still has 0 mats, so he locks on low ground for placement, gets the nastiest 1 pump on Ritual. We gotta rewind that, cause Aegis and Ritual weren't scanning their surroundings properly as Veno came in and snatched their chain for himself. He gets another pump shot and finds a mist, which is perfect for shield and mobility. He tries to pop a chug, but finds another rat lurking for that quick siphon. He sees a duo spraying at him, so he's like fuck it, and impulses all the way up for a max chaos shot, and that brother just couldn't handle the aura and dies to full damage. Veno is now basically in his zone flow state. I mean, notice here, while his builds were getting broken, he mantled up so he could keep height. To top that, he impulses on the edge of the wall for more hipfire pistol shots. It's a 1v2 as he slides past and hits his feet, dodges the return shot. He does hit the pistol shots to crack him, but it wasn't enough to win the 1v2. Still an amazing solo clutch though. And now we have reached the final game. Veno and Curve are clearly at the top with the most kills, nearly 90 points ahead of second, so they're the clear favourite to win and surely can't lose from here, right? Well, Peterbot is less than 100 points from him at 4th, and we all know what that means. This is the one guy that plays for first every time. He doesn't settle for second or third, he wants that top prize. He's about to try and land on them in the final game and clear them off spawn, just like he did against Acorn in Demon's Domain to win the whole FNCS. So that would have worked on a different duo, but Veno thought 2 steps ahead and predicted him contesting by swapping from Boulevard to Peterbot's drop, Squibbly Shores. The mind games have already been won by Veno as he gets 3 kills instantly, loots up a bit and escapes to the toilet. Peterbot then rushes to Squibbly after realising his mistake, but once again he had already fell for the trap as Veno escaped from the whole POI. It's checkmate. He beams a random duo and starts a 1v2, taking some damage and Poyo arriving late. Pete hits a massive max shot and nearly downs one, but he narrowly escapes, and at the same time Poyo gets downed by his teammate. I'm not gonna lie, he's been massively underperforming and throwing this whole tournament. It's been a Peterbot carry. Peterbot now has to try on 1v2, but it's not as easy as before and starts stalling trying to box fight them. They escape up top, so Peterbot gets impatient and gets hit hard. He's forced to heal slightly, but still hits hard on both of them, but it was too late. He time wasted too much and the reinforcements were pulling up, and you couldn't ask for a worse third party. It was cold and rapid, 2 of the most mechanical demons that would easily take out Peterbot. Luckily Peterbot's ego isn't that big as he smartly managed to escape and let them fight. Cold and rapid easily kill that duo, disrespect them, and they're not ready to let a free kill go as they try to chase and hunt down Peterbot. And for once, Peterbot is on the receiving end of this, trying to hide and desperately survive, but the tables turn as he gets caught and ends his tournament run. Meanwhile, a duo tried to catch out Veno by himself, but Curve instantly realizes this and stayed close to back him up. Not that Veno needed any help though. He boxes up Isho so hard he hits the roof, dodges the pump and just maxes him back to get the kill. It's just pure filth at this point. And Curve just does the same thing. He plays it all nonchalant, just waiting for him to edit and shoot. Simple stuff. Now let's look at our number 2 duo, Akon and Bolts, with some very exciting gameplay, camping in the corners of this room in Storm. I think Akon still has trauma and PTSD from when Peterbot found him hiding in Demon's Domain. Trust me bro, no one is coming after you this time. Now onto the end game as Veno and Curve double break Metal and knock out Kingling. I mean, how many times do we need to say to check your mirrors at all times, or you can mess around and find out. They pick up another kill on a duo box up next to them as Veno heals up but gets hit by a massive shot, making him only 3 HP. Veno on his last legs still manages to get another kill and finally gets downed, leaving Curve as a solo trying to survive with no mats. Curve gets a couple puffs of mist at the end, sniping some random low guy and gets downed, but has done more than enough to win the whole thing. They have dominated the leaderboard, around 80 points ahead of Aegis at second, and Veno nearly dropped a whole 50 bomb in a Grand's lobby. This guy is just reawakened and is going through his second prime. It's only going to get better from here.